What's going on, everyone? Hope you're all having a great day. Now, throughout the prequels and the Clone Wars, R2D2 and Anakin went on a lot of adventures together. But why did R2 never tell Luke about his father Anakin? Let's dive into it. Throughout the original trilogy, R2 had many opportunities to tell Luke about his father, especially when Obi-Wan was telling Luke about Anakin in A New Hope. So why did R2 never talk about Anakin with Luke? At the end of Revenge of the Sith, C-3PO gets his memory wiped, but R2 did not, so R2 should still have his memories of Anakin throughout the original trilogy. Now, in Legends, R2 had what was called a Owner's Protection Protocol system, which prevented him from saying or doing anything that would hurt his master, who is now Luke. As well as it would not let R2 talk about Padme or Anakin to Luke or Leia for that matter. That if R2 brought up Anakin and all the horrible things Anakin had done, it might hurt Luke, as we saw throughout A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back. Well, until Vader revealed that he was Luke's father. That Luke looked up to Anakin, that Luke always wished he knew his father, and that was part of the reason why Luke wanted to be a Jedi in the first place. But with this protocol in place, R2 was not able to stop Luke and Leia from sharing a kiss, so thanks R2. So this also brings up the question of, did R2 know that Anakin was Darth Vader? And I would say the answer to that is no. R2 had no way to connect Anakin with Darth Vader, as he was not present when Anakin was called Vader. R2, like Obi-Wan, probably thought that Anakin was killed by Obi-Wan on Mustafar, as R2 saw the two start their fight, and Obi-Wan was the only one who came back, so it's safe to say that R2 thought that Anakin was dead. Because of this, there was no way R2 could have known that Anakin was Vader, so eventually when R2 found out what really happened to Anakin, it was probably a shock for the droid seeing what happened to his former master. It's interesting that throughout this entire Star Wars saga, R2 was the droid for both Anakin and Luke, which is pretty cool to think about how he was a part of both their journeys. It's like R2's the Skywalker family droid. It's also worth noting that in Revenge of the Sith, Anakin told R2 to stay with the ship, as Anakin went to wipe out the Separatists on Mustafar. But in The Empire Strikes Back, when Luke told R2 the exact same thing, R2 didn't listen to Luke, as he probably remembered that the last time he was told this, it was the last interaction he ever had with Anakin, which is a little sad to think about. I wonder if R2 did tell Luke about his father, how Luke would react. Would this draw Luke closer to the dark side, or would Luke's opinion of his father change to where Luke might have not have saved Vader in the end? Who knows what would happen? But overall, R2 had no clue that Anakin became Darth Vader, and probably thought he was killed on Mustafar by Obi-Wan. And because of his programming, he was not able to do anything to hurt his master, nor tell Luke and Leia about their parentage. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.